Let's start with a band that I know me and you, neither one of us are huge fans of, but this is just fucking childish nonsense.
Okay.
So you remember, I don't know, what was it, 6-8 months ago, whatever it was, when Jane's Addiction fell apart on stage, had the fight on stage and everything?
Yeah, Perry Farrell just kind of had a meltdown, and they started their tour, and then he and the guitarist got into it, and he punched him
on stage. It was a whole thing, right? Well,
yeah, so that, I mean, they just started the tour and it ended the tour.
Right.
I think they were like 2-3 shows into the tour or something, and they postponed the tour, or I guess at the time they said that they broke up again or some shit.
Well, they're definitely broke up again because they are now suing each other.
All right. Who's suing who?
Well, let me bring it onto the screen here. Presentation. There we go. The 2 days ago, I guess it was, Dave Navarro, Eric Avery, and Stephen Perkins, the other three, sued Perry Farrell.
Okay.
For $10 million.
All right.
For breach and loss of funds and negligence and blah, 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 right?
And I think that's fair.
That's fine. 10 million seems a little expensive, but
yeah, but what I mean is the suit. I'm not specifically talking about the amount, but the suit in itself is
sure.
Because these guys, again, I don't know what their agreement is within the band, but these guys set aside whatever else it is that they do to dedicate to this tour. And this tour came to an abrupt end just due to one member's behavior.
Oh, and that's fair. But it took Farrell mere hours to file his own lawsuit back. And it's not a countersuit, as they're making very clear. This is his own suit, like they've been planning to sue the other guys as well.
Okay.
And Perry is suing, saying that these guys had a confrontational way about them and that they purposely turned their amps up too loud, which caused him stress, which made him freak out and made all the problems start.
So he more or less, he's claiming that the other members of the band purposely sabotaged the tour.
Yes.
Which that doesn't make any sense, because these guys are depending on that for an income.
Yeah. If they want to sabotage the tour, just don't show up.
Yeah. You don't go, well, let's fuck with him tonight. Let's drop the amps. Let's play too loud. We just know that he has PSTD or whatever it is, PTSD.
PTSD, yeah.
And if he hears loud booms going off like the drum bass, it's going to send him over the edge.
How childish is this? These guys are in their, 60s?
Yeah, they're in their 60s.
And they're fighting about this bullshit. Does anybody win here?
No, of course not.
I don't believe. Perry might have $10 million. I doubt it.
Well, why? He's the founder of Lollapalooza.
Yeah, which lost money a lot of years.
Yeah, I know, but it didn't come out of his personal pocket.
True, but it didn't benefit his pocket a whole lot either if it lost money every year.
Yeah, but I mean, how old is Lollapalooza? 30 years?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I'm sure he's made a couple of bucks off of Lollapalooza.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's made some money off of Jane's Addiction. I just am like, this is just so dumb. This is the kind of shit. Why do you? And again, why are they battling this in the press? It's not Twitter or whatever, but
yeah, are they? Well, I mean, is this
variety?
Well, I mean, is this them battling it in public, or is this somebody digging up court documents and saying that this is what's going on?
It could be that. I mean, they're not really saying, but Variety has the Farrell. Somebody tipped them that Farrell countered or filed his own lawsuit or something. I don't think Variety is just sitting there scanning the courts of the world looking for a Jane's Addiction lawsuit.
Yeah. Well, I don't think, just reading or hearing what you just read, I don't think Perry Farrell's going to have much of a case. They're saying that his band members tortured him.
Yeah, they tortured him into acting like a baby.
Yeah. They made me do it because they turned their guitars up too loud and they were playing too loud, and they just knew it would send me over the edge if I reached a certain decibel level.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Perry is going to lose his ass on this thing.
Yeah. And besides, you don't really control the onstage sound from your amps and stuff. It's done by the mixing board at the side of the stage.
Yeah, you would think.
It's the monitor man who handles that, whether the monitors are too loud and things.
I guess you could turn up your amps, I guess.
Yeah, but in the scope of everything else going on, it would have to be you'd have to go to 11. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense.
And I don't know if Perry wears in-ears or not, but if you wore in-ears, wouldn't that get rid of all that anyway?
Yeah, you wouldn't listen to that anyway, because all you're hearing is, like, I have my in-ears in, and you and I had to talk on the phone prior to the show to try to iron out the technical problems we were having.
Yeah.
And I couldn't hear the phone. I had to pull one of them out so I could hear, because I could hear you.
Same here.
So yeah, if he's wearing in-ear monitors, he shouldn't have been affected by the quote unquote the excessive noise on the stage.
Yeah, and this whole thing is silly, but I just saw this and was like, God, here's a band. Admittedly, they had a big cult following, but they really weren't a big band.
No,
they had a huge underground following.
They were at a B level at best.
Yeah, with a big underground. I mean, they definitely were one of those, like Quiet Riot is to 80s metal. I would say Jane's Addiction was to alternative metal.
Sure.
I would say that's pretty fair, but there were much bigger bands than them. But there were people that loved Jane's Addiction. And I'm personally not one of them. They're okay, but don't love them, don't hate them. But yeah, for these guys to have this one last chance to do this and just to piss it away like this is just ridiculous. Because what else are they going to do? What is Dave Navarro going to do?
Well, he plays with everybody.
Yeah, which means that he doesn't make a lot of money with anybody.
True. I mean, he doesn't have what you would call a steady gig.
No.
Aside from probably doing like a lot of session work and guesting on people's recordings and things like that.
The occasional acting gig.
Yeah.
Because he was on Sons of Anarchy for the one season with Jimmy Smits, where he was Jimmy Smits' buddy and his kid shot up the school or some shit.
Yeah, and he was married to Carmen Electra for a while, right?
Yeah. Might still be for all I know. I have no idea. But yeah, I mean, he's not going to make more money than he would on a Jane's Addiction reunion.
No, they could have probably made a pretty good bank. Probably.
Same with Stephen Perkins and Eric Avery. What are those guys doing?
I mean, it's the same as like a Rex Brown of Pantera. Without his Pantera ability to go out there under the Pantera name. Yeah,
it's nothing.
Is he making any money anywhere else? I mean, I'm sure he's doing something, but
yeah, he wasn't making a ton of money in Kill Devil Hill.
No, that's kind of where I was going with that. It's just like, that was his main, income. And I'm sure since Pantera, this iteration of Pantera has been out there touring around the last couple of years. I'm sure he's pretty flush with cash, or at least you'd think so.
Yeah, he's good for now. Wow. Jolly Jake. Dave Navarro has an estimated net worth of $23 million. All
right.
Good for him. Well, he doesn't need this then. Well, good on him. I did not know he had so much money.
Well, he's an active guy. I mean, he's active in many outlets, as you mentioned, acting, music. Who knows what other stuff he does behind the scenes.
And he did do one record with the Chili Peppers. That probably doesn't hurt either. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just think this is dumb for all four guys involved.
I agree.
Somehow, some way, they ought to get in a room, either knock each other out or shake hands or hug and cry or whatever the fuck they need to do.
Well,
work it out and get on tour.
Perry Farrell has been known to be, kind of a goofy, emotional guy.
Yeah.
And
a junkie.
Yeah.
I don't even think we got to allege that. I mean, he's been known to use drugs a lot. So, there could be that going on too. Who knows? He might have been using.
He could have been.
Was. Probably was.
And his excuse is that he's fragile.
Oh, well, poor baby.
Yeah, he's fragile. That's why he lost his shit on stage.
So fragile.
Yeah.